Hey, what is up, guys? This is Bo or CarlHunga712, and make sure if you haven't hit that subscribe button already, make sure you do that. It helps the channel out, especially if you guys like Call of Duty videos. I've also been uploading a lot of Madden content, and I do some other shooters too, like Rainbow Six and Battlefield and some other games like that. I'm also planning to do a walkthrough on the campaign, so make sure if you guys are interested in watching any campaign gameplay that you stop by and do that as well. But I figured today, obviously, Black Ops Cold War just got released last night. This is Friday the 13th, so perfect time to do a video. I figured I'd do kind of a short review on how Black Ops Cold War is thus far. And then if you guys are trying to determine whether or not you should order the game or buy it, maybe you decided, hey, I'm going to wait this year. I know I have a lot of friends that did that too, so I figured this video, like I said, again, would be a good review to kind of describe how the game feels, how it plays, everything that's coming with the game, and we'd go from there. But anyways, getting right into it, obviously, you have most of the same game modes that you've had over the years, starting with game modes here. In your quick play menu, you've got TDM, Hardpoint, Domination, Kill Confirmed, VIP Escort, which is a brand new game. It's similar to, I believe it was called Cross here in Battlefield Hardline. You have a VIP that you have to escort to a certain drop zone and get him out. Control's coming back, obviously, from Black Ops 4. That was one of the competitive modes in Black Ops 4, if you played any of that. Free-for-all and S&D, Search and Destroy. So pretty much the same modes there. You also have Combined Arms, which is like Black Ops 4's version of Ground War from Modern Warfare last year, which Ground War and Modern Warfare I loved. I wasn't a huge fan of it, Combined Arms on this game. I probably won't talk about that too much. I'll do a little bit more in-depth video later about that. But you also have Combined Arms Mosh Pit. And then you also have the Fire Team Dirty Bomb, which is basically a slightly different version from Plunder. So if you guys played Plunder this last year with Modern Warfare, it's very similar. There's little pieces of uranium kind of, basically in the boxes that you'd open. In Plunder, you collect those, you take those to a bomb site, you try to activate the bomb. It takes a little while to go off, you defend it. Really fun mode, really nice kind of easygoing mode if you guys aren't feeling like sweating all the time. So that's definitely a different kind of version of the Plunder game mode. And I don't know if it's confirmed yet or not. I want to say that the map we're playing on will be the map that'll overtake Verdansk later on in the year. Like I said, again, I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's kind of a cool map, kind of open, gives you that Black Ops 1 kind of vibe anyways. One of the biggest complaints, obviously, with the game from most people, and even for me to an extent, we have a very small map selection this year. We only have 8 maps that came with the game. The maps are Moscow, Cartel, Miami, Satellite, Checkmate, Garrison, Armada, and Crossroads. Now, obviously, if you guys played the beta, Moscow, Cartel, Miami, Satellite, Armada, and Crossroads, they were all in there. So the only 2 new maps we got are Checkmate and Garrison. Basically what they did with Armada and Crossroads, if you guys didn't get a chance to play those in the Combined Arms mode, those were the really big maps for Ground War, basically. And they take little sections of the map and kind of close them off and create kind of a new map, just a smaller area, where you can basically play your 6v6 mode. As you'll see in the gameplay in the background here, I'm playing on this shrunken version for Crossroads, the 6v6 Crossroads mode or map. This is my favorite map in the game. It kind of reminds me of Nuketown a little bit. It's just kind of a small, frenetic, chaotic type of map. Lots of action, really fun. Like I said, that's probably been my favorite map of all the maps we have on here. Checkmate I like. Basically, it kind of reminds me of Kill House, and then there's a plane in the middle of it, like a presidential plane or something in the middle of the map. Nice flow, good map. I think it plays pretty well. Garrison, I'm not a fan of at all. That's the leaked gameplay. If you guys saw any of the leaked gameplay earlier this year, Garrison's basically a tank factory. The thing I don't care for about Garrison, and like I said, this is just my opinion on it, The map's too open in spots. It's open, but there's also a lot of different angles and ways you can kind of get around the map. And just for me, the map didn't flow well. That might have just been because it's the first night that I played on it, but I wasn't a big fan of that. Obviously, you guys know how Moscow, Cartel, Miami, and Satellite play. Moscow's, I think, an okay map. Cartel's probably my favorite out of all those. They did trim the bushes down in the middle a little bit, so you can't quite hide in them. I think the map plays a little better than it did in the beta, in the alpha. Miami's one of the maps that when you play on Miami, it's a beautiful map. The lighting, the colors, the vibe. I mean, everything's great that way on Miami. Unfortunately, the map just doesn't flow well. It's kind of a big map, and then also when you play certain objective modes, if you get anywhere near the middle of the map, you can get shot from like 30 different directions. So that's one of the problems with Miami. And then, of course, Satellite kind of plays a little bit like Turbine, in my opinion, from Black Ops 2. It's a very big open map. It's good if you want to snipe, if you want to use an assault rifle from distance. The B flag can get a little chaotic. A lot of different places you can kind of hide at, but Satellite's an alright map. And then of course Armada. It's basically kind of a poor man's Hijacked is kind of how I would describe it in a way. It doesn't play as well as Hijack does, but I'm guessing that's kind of what they were going for, that kind of feel. But we will be getting some new maps in the future. Of course, Nuketown's been confirmed. And then I'm sure over time we'll get more and more maps. We'll just have to be patient. But unfortunately, the content map selection-wise is really low this time, and that's kind of unfortunate. So far, the guns are pretty solid. I'm more of an AR player, so the ARs so far have been pretty strong. The XM4 is just a good starting weapon. That's your first assault rifle unlocked. The AK-47's next. That's got a lot of stopping power. That hits really hard. Not too bad on the recoil. The Krig, that was closest, in my opinion, to kind of the ICR from the last couple of games. The last couple of Treyarch games, anyways. It's real accurate assault rifle. Doesn't do quite as high a damage. The QBZ and the FFAR, of course, the FAMAS. I haven't unlocked those two yet. The QBZ, if it's like it was in the beta, was just a solid weapon. Again, another really solid weapon. Not great, not terrible. Just kind of in the middle. When you get to submachine guns, the MP5 is pretty strong. That's what most people have been running around with. I haven't gotten a chance to use the Milano since the beta. Of course, they nerfed it a couple of times, but that was kind of everybody's go-to gun for a while. Of course, you got the AK-74U. Again, that's probably my favorite submachine gun thus far. Kind of handles like an assault rifle and a submachine gun all into one. You got some range, you got some stopping power with it. It's pretty strong. In the beta, I love the KSP-45, which is basically the Chi-Com or the Pharaoh from the other games. It's a burst fire submachine gun. I just like it because it's accurate. And I was doing pretty well in the beta with it, but I haven't tried it out yet, so I can't talk about that. And then, of course, the Bullfrog. That's the Bison from Modern Warfare, from Ghost, some of the older games. I haven't gotten a chance to use that yet, but once I do, I'll let you know. Tactical rifles, we have 4 of them. The Type 63 and the M16. The best gun in the game, probably in my opinion so far right now, is the M16. It hits really hard. It's deadly accurate. It's just a solid weapon. I mean, if you get a burst into somebody, you're probably going to kill them pretty quick. The Type 63 I haven't used yet. In the alpha and the beta, I used it a bit. It was a fun gun to use, kind of like an FAL. Probably a little weaker than the FAL, but similar to that. We have the AUG that came back as well. That's a burst fire gun in this game, similar to what it was in Black Ops 4. And then we also have a DMR-14, which kind of looks like an M14 from Black Ops 1. LMGs, we've got 3 of them. Again, we got the Stoner, the RPD, and the M60. Haven't used the M60 yet. The Stoner, A+ weapon, so that's another option for you guys when you start it up. RPD is a very accurate gun, and like I said, the M60 I haven't touched yet. Sniper rifles, we got 1 more from the beta. We got the Pellington and the LW3. Those are your bolt action options, and then of course the M82. That's your Barrett 50 cal. That's the last gun. Haven't tested that out yet, but you know we've got an okay amount of weapons. I think we're a little light on weaponry. So that's, again, when it comes to the content side, that's kind of unfortunate. We only have 3 pistols. We got the 1911, which is your kind of spammer semi-auto gun, your Magnum, your 357, Python, basically from Black Ops 1, and then your Diamante, which is the Raffica, from MW2 and Black Ops 2. The burst pistol. You get a couple of shotguns. You get a pump shotgun. Then you've got the Spaz 12. Spaz 12's the way to go if you're going to use the shotguns. It works very similar to the way it did in Black Ops 1. You've got a couple of different launchers. One's a lock-on. One's an RPG. You've got a knife, and then you've got the M79, which is basically the China Lake again from Black Ops 1. Basically, like I said, I just wanted to kind of walk through that and kind of explain to all of you guys all the content in the video. And then kind of my final thoughts here. I think the game is actually very good. They changed quite a few different things from the beta and the alpha. They slowed the gameplay down a little bit. The slide's not as crazy as it was before. And it feels like a classic Call of Duty. And that's what I'm really excited for this year. I think this has the potential to be a really good game again. I know I said that with Modern Warfare, and I think Modern Warfare was a solid game, but there's a lot of problems with it. But this just, if you like that old school Call of Duty feel, I would recommend buying this. You know, the gameplay is not too chaotic. You know, the kill streaks are, they've been fun to use so far. The kill streak system, I'm not a huge fan of. Like I said, we'll get into that another time. But the reason I didn't go through the kill streaks as well is because they're kind of similar to all the other Black Ops games. But I think if you're, like I said, again, if you're looking for that Call of Duty feel, that old-timey feel, I would definitely recommend buying this. I'm having a blast. I played, 6-7 hours last night after it came out, and I haven't done that on a launch night in quite some time, probably since World War II. But like I said, if you guys are looking to buy Call of Duty this year, and you're saying basically, well, how's it different from the last few years? Kind of how does it feel? Is it a good option for me? If you're looking for that old style Call of Duty class, that kind of classic Call of Duty feel, even though the slide mechanic's still in the game, it's not crazy or anything. And like I said, they slowed the movement down, I feel like, a little bit. So it's not so chaotic like it was in the alpha and the beta. So again, if you like that classic Call of Duty style, that classic Call of Duty feel, I think you're going to like this game this year. And once we get some more maps brought back, I heard there's a possibility of some remakes coming back again, because I'd like to see how this game plays on some of those great maps. It'd be nice to see Raid and Standoff brought back, and maybe some other maps too. But let me know in the comments section, guys, if you really enjoying the Call of Duty Cold War launch so far. Like I said, sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. It's been kind of a crazy time around here, but like I said, I wanted to get this video out to you guys and kind of give you basically kind of my thoughts if you're looking to buy the game, what I think of the game so far, and like I said, I'll do a more in-depth review later. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, let me know in the comment section if you guys are enjoying the Call of Duty Cold War launch weekend. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you next video. Bow out.